Live visuals and images that are coming in of Prime Minister Modi's residence. Here's the image that we were waiting for. Prime Minister Modi has invited all of them to be part of high tea at his home. And there you have it. This is the likely cabinet who will be swearing in alongside the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, H.D. Kumaraswamy, I did see Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Hardeep Singh Puri, all the big heavyweights, Shobha Karandlaje. And there you have Atawale, Ramdas Atawale, all the leaders that we mentioned to you, Nirmala Sitharaman as well, who are at Prime Minister Modi's residence, are likely to be taking oath as cabinet ministers. Here's a big confirmation that we get here. The ones who are here are going to be part of his cabinet. Modi 3.0, government to be formed in just a day's time. Today is the oath-taking ceremony, so be sure that all these faces will be roped in to be cabinet ministers. Many of them we see of the BJP who have been retained, several fresh faces, allies who have been brought on board. And here are the faces. The first picture coming in of Prime Minister Modi's residence, where he's invited all of them for high tea, and it appears these are the ones indeed who are forming the cabinet. There could be several additions, but certainly these are the faces who will be part of Modi Cabinet 3.0. Big image coming in, live images from Prime Minister Modi's residence. Aishwarya Paliwal is also right there for more to elaborate on the names and faces we see. Aishwarya, this is certainly the Cabinet 3.0 that we are hoping to see this evening, taking oath alongside Prime Minister Modi. Many allies who have been roped in, several BJP heavyweights who have been retained.
Well, you know, the visual is saying it all. These are the people who will now march forward with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Cabinet 3.0. The Modi Sarkar 3.0, these are the faces, the people who will be at the front alongside Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the kind of schemes that they will come up with, and how to reach out to more people. That will be the focus. How to make sure that the policies actually help those who across the sectors, people who are in the country, because there is introspection, Nabila, let me tell you, within the BJP, because the numbers, though they are the single largest party, but the numbers are not what the BJP was expecting at all. So now they'll have to carefully look at all the schemes that they will have to come up with, and they'll have to be in sync.
I'm going to have to ask you to hold on for the moment, Aishwarya. Paulami Saha, who's brought us this story and this exclusive image, she's going to break down for us on the faces that we see here. Paulami, over to you. As you've brought us this story here, we see Prime Minister Modi interacting with a bunch of the MPs who won across parties, including the BJP, and it seems now very certain that these are the leaders who are going to be forming Modi's Cabinet 3.0. Would you like to list out for us the names that we see in this video? Paulami, if you're with me. As we see there, Modi is interacting with a bunch of leaders, and what we hear is this interaction has been largely around who's going to, first of all, whichever cabinet one gets. That's besides the point. The direction that Prime Minister Modi has given to them is to ensure all pending schemes need to be completed in the initial 100 days of the Modi cabinet forming. And this is a clear direction to all the netas that there's no wait and watch policy within the government. You've got to ensure you hit the ground running the moment the cabinet is formed. The first 100 days is important. The agenda for the nation is to ensure it becomes a developed country by 2047. Prime Minister Modi's vision that he's sharing with all the MPs here who are likely to be part of his cabinet. Paulami Saha is with us now. Paulami, go on, break it down for us, the video we see his cabinet ministers.
Absolutely. That is, of course, the first picture that you see of the incoming, soon-to-be sworn-in Union Council of Ministers. Top netas, of course, are part of that first row that you're looking at the moment. Of course, Amit Shah is present over there. Rajnath Singh, you can see over there in those pictures. Piyush Goyal, Jyotiraditya Scindia, as well as, of course, leaders from various alliance partners as well that you see in those pictures. Nirmala Sitharaman is there. S. Jaishankar is there. Manohar Lal Khattar, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, two former chief ministers who will be inducted into the Union Council of Ministers. You also see H.D. Kumaraswamy there, who will also be inducted into the Union Council of Ministers, sitting in that front row. C.R. Patil, like I said, Gujarat BJP chief, making an entry into Delhi politics with this induction. Bhupendra Yadav, former environment minister, is also now in the Union cabinet, as well as Dharmendra Pradhan, who contested the Lok Sabha elections, was a Rajya Sabha MP, was made to contest the Lok Sabha elections from Odisha, Sambalpur. He, in fact, is being inducted into the Union Council of Ministers. Interestingly, he may have harbored some ambitions to become Odisha Chief Minister, but now he will be in Delhi, so the Chief Minister will likely be a different face altogether. His name had done the rounds. And of course, you see also Lalan Singh, who is there from the JDU, a close confidant of Nitish Kumar, who's being inducted. Jitin Ram Manji is also there. Jayant Chaudhary, you see in those pictures as well. Prahlad Joshi again from the state of Karnataka. Shobha Karanlajre from the state of Karnataka as well. You see SPS Baghel, Agra MP, who has been included as well. Shripad Nayak, who comes from the state of Goa. Chirag Paswan also in those pictures. Ramdas Athavale, another coalition partner who finds place in this Union Council of Ministers. Mansukh Mandavia again, who again was a Rajya Sabha MP, was asked to contest the Lok Sabha elections from Gujarat's Porbandar, has in fact found place in the Union Council of Ministers. Again, earlier held the health portfolio. It remains to be seen what portfolio he gets. Similarly, Jyotiraditya Scindia was a Rajya Sabha MP, was asked to contest the Lok Sabha elections, won from the constituency of Guna in Madhya Pradesh. Earlier held the portfolios of civil aviation and steel. Remains to be seen what portfolio he's given this time round. So that is the first look of what Modi 3.0